Alright, shalom, shalom. I want to begin this video by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. All praises due. Um, Coming with another video. As y'all see, I did a little something with my hair. Um, really like it. So, yeah, just got these done not too long ago, but that's not important. What's important is getting to these scriptures today and edifying y'all. So that's what we're going to do. Today's video, I wanted to talk about the gathering, how the Most High is beginning to gather us, elect, ox and aquats alike. Man, this week alone has been easily one of the best weeks in a long time, man. And it's because I've been able to reach out and talk to you ox, man. I just talked to an ox yesterday for about 2 hours over the phone, man. The Most High is really moving in these latter days, and we gotta, of course, we're edifying each other, and we're just doing His will, man. And it's really a beautiful thing how everything's just coming together, and how and basically His word does not go null and void. Um, you know, we are perfectly we see that through our spiritual eyes, is that his word's not going null and void. So I want to get some scriptures. This is Micah chapter 2 verse 12. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. I will put them together as the sheep of Basra, as the flock in the midst of their fold. They shall make great noise by reason of the multitude of men. So the remnant is gathering right now through the Spirit. You know, um, some brothers have been blessed to actually, um, take that to the physical level and be able to break bread like that. But mainly, we are actually just breaking bread through the Spirit. Um, we're building something, and it is without a doubt a blessing from Yahweh Shai, and how He's working with us in these latter days, man. I mean, I I'm really lost for words on, like, it seems like I just woke up to the truth, and then we're in the time now where we're actually conversing with brothers, and we're talking about getting together and breaking bread like that. So the Most High is, he's truly amazing, man. He truly is. Just so grateful to be a part of this nation, and grateful for the love that this nation brings, man. We we truly are a special people, like the Bible says we are. Um, like, we just got put under these curses for going off, but we're breaking them. Day by day, we're breaking these curses off of us, and of course, we understand the 2/3. They're not gonna break them off in this lifetime, but we are. So that's what makes us special. And I'm just much love to all you ox and aquat out there, man, that have woken in this truth. I want to get the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, and verse 10. Hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel will gather him, and keep him as a shepherd doeth his flock. So we understand that the Most High set up a shepherd over us, and that's pursuing Ezekiel the 34th chapter, where He said He would raise up one shepherd to gather the remnant of the nation in these latter days, and we understand that that shepherd is Brother Matthias over Rod of Iron. Shout out to you. He's been putting in work, and I feel like he was definitely the seed that the Most High used to. Um, well, he is the seed that the Most High used. Um, for us brothers to come on into this truth through the law of liberty, of course, because a lot of us that were woken into this truth, you may have been in this truth 3 or 4 years, but you were woken up by the Pharisees. But you know, us being woken to this law of liberty and knowing who we are and coming together and being a nation is what it's all about. It's what it's all about. And like I said in my last video, there's no division amongst us. We're all being a family. We're all getting along, and we're just doing the Most High's will. So, want to get another precept. Jeremiah chapter 33, start at verse 7. And I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to return, and will build them as at the first. Verse 8, and I will cleanse them for all their iniquity, whereby they have sinned against me. And I will pardon all their iniquities, whereby they have sinned, and whereby they have transgressed against me. Verse 9, and it shall be to me a name of joy, a praise, and an honor before all the nations of the earth, which shall hear all the good that I do unto them, and they shall fear and tremble for all the goodness, for all the prosperity that I procure unto it. So he's causing our captivity to, return slowly but surely. And he's cleansing us from all of the wicked mindset that we've had in this world. He's changing our ways back into the word and how he wants things done, because we've grown up in a wicked society, and that's how he's cleansing our iniquities, and how we've basically went against him, worshiping false idols, fornicating and doing all that other bullshit, being in the church house. A lot of brothers grew up in the church house, and I'm one of them, and that was definitely one of the most damaging things that we got cursed with, was believing in Cracker Jesus and just the whole doctrine behind it, not understanding who we were and what this book entails about who we are as a people. So all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He's opening us up back into this truth. He's opening us up to, we are a nation. We are exiled from the world. The world has nothing to do with this book. This book was created for the Israelites only. And us knowing that, we are able to come together and we are able to bind spiritually through this word, and it's amazing. In verse 9 it says, and it shall be to me a name of joy, a praise, and an honor before all the nations of the earth. So we're going to be exalted above all the nations of the earth again. We're going to be, the Most High's glory again. We're going to represent his glory through how our obedience, of course, coming back into this word and doing his will. His glory is going to be seen upon through us, and that's why we have to change our mindsets, getting back into this word, and binding together. So yeah, and it goes in, and they shall fear and tremble for all the goodness and for all the prosperity that I procure unto it. So these other nations are going to see us prospering, and we know exactly how we're going to prosper. Um, they're going to see us prospering, and they're going to be like, what the hell just happened? Like, they took all of our shit. They got everything now, and we got nothing. And we understand that they try to come against us, as spiritual power is going to hit, and you know, we're going to fuck them up, pretty much. They're not going to be able to do anything, because the Lord's going to be on our side. He's coming back on our side again, because when we were in this captivity, he wasn't really on our side. He was pretty much against us, because we went against him. So he's bringing us back together. He's having mercy on us, and it's just a beautiful thing. Let's see. I want to get some other precept. Let's go to Hosea chapter 6, verse 1. Come and let us return unto the Lord, for he hath torn and he will heal us. He hath smitten and he will bind us up. Verse 2. And after 2 days will he revive us, and the third day he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight. So we're returning to him now, and we understand that through this captivity, like I've said, our mindsets have been destroyed. These Japhites, Esau, they absolutely put a foot up our ass. They oppressed the hell out of us, and they still do it today. Nothing has changed. And pursuing Ecclesiastes 1, I believe, verse 9, it says, nothing is new under the sun. So we are still surrounded by our enemies. We are still in the land of our captivity today, but this word is medicine for us to, heal and get back to being who we are. And that's the Most High's chosen people, and glorifying his name. And then in verse 2 it says, after 2 days will he revive us, and the third day he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight. It's going into how the Spirit has been, revived back in us. The Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, has come back into us. And, that going back to Revelation 11:11, the 3 days and a half. Let me get that. Revelation 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the power entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. So that's exactly what happened. I believe this truth started coming out around 1969, and we understand 1,000 years is a day to the Lord. So just around that time frame, that's when the Ruach HaKodesh began to take place on our people again, begin to revive us through knowing who we are and the understanding of these scriptures again. And if you go to Daniel 12, you'll understand that these, this word's been sealed until the time of the end. So obviously then it wasn't the end, but now that we're in the latter days, the word is being poured out. The Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh is being poured out in these latter days amongst the remnant, the ones that obviously repented when Yahushua was here, and they're getting this truth, and they've woken up under the law of liberty, knowing that they're an Israelite, and coming back to our heritage. So, let me get some other precepts. I'm going to go to Ezekiel 34, which I just mentioned earlier. I'm going to get a precept from there. Ezekiel 34, verse 13. And I will bring them out from the people, and gather them from the countries, and I will bring them to their own land, and feed them upon the mountains of Israel by the rivers, and in all the inhabited places of the country. So that's basically a future prophecy. yeah, because we're not in our own land right now. We're in our land of our captivity, but we understand that we gotta, set up shop here in America. Of course, we don't take that Maxine, or we don't take that Frito Lay, as Brother Matthias has said it. Pretty good metaphor. But Frito Lay, we don't take those. We set up shop here. Of course, we understand that the world's wealth is being converted unto the 1/3 as we speak. So we're getting gathered here, and then he's going to take us back to Israel when Yahushua returns, and of course cleanses the land where those rats are, those fake Jewish people that have claimed to be us, but they know they're not, because if you ask them what tribe they're from, they can't answer you. So, yeah. Let's see, I want to go to this last part. This is Amos 9 and verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, close up the breaches thereof. He's doing that right now. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all of the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this. So we're going to have the Edomites, Esau, and these heathens in captivity. They're going into captivity, and that's pursuing a Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So all these heathens, they're going into captivity, and a lot of them don't know it, but the higher ups do know that they're about to go into captivity. So we are in that mindset of getting ready for rulership. We are getting ready for rulership, and we're getting ready to own everything. And it's going to be a big responsibility for us, but we're going to be able to do it because the Spirit is leading us, guiding us through this word, and the Spirit is strengthening us for that rulership mindset, And then this verse 12, verse 13, Salak. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that soweth seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and the hills shall melt. So we're going to overtake the ones that are in rulership. We're going to be the ones we're going to be the ones. He said he was going to make us the head and not the tail, basically. And that's what it's going into. We're going to be the head and not the tail anymore. So we got to keep that in mind as time continues to pass on, that we are about to head into rulership, and that we need to get our minds right for that. And this is verse 14. And I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them. What are the waste cities? The waste cities are going into basically all of these heathens here. We understand through Title 50 and how 3 states have gone back to a republic, and basically the beneficiaries will own everything. So they're going to get foreclosed on, and they're going to have to get out, and we're going to inhabit those houses, our dwelling place. This is going to be our new dwelling places here in America. And they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. This is verse 15. And I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of their land, which I have given them, saith the Lord thy power. So after we've, like I said, we've set up shop here, and basically we've held our own against these heathens, finding out that we have the world's wealth. They're going to come against us. We're going to barbecue them, destroy them, do all types of shit to them. And after we do that, basically, it's going to be it. Yahushua is going to return, and he's coming back for a church without spot or wrinkle. So we're gonna have to iron out basically our, everything we've learned from this society. Basically, that's really what we're doing, and going back to the ways that Yahweh and Yahweh Shai have set up for us through this word. So that's what's coming, and the gathering is starting now. It's starting now, and like I said, us brothers are, we're talking more, and we're getting together, and we got plans. So we're just continuing to build on those plans and continuing to do the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. So, like I said, I really don't have any more precepts. Yeah, I just want y'all to stay encouraged, because, I mean, throughout this week, my faith in just everything that's about to happen has gone up tremendously, because, finally being able to feel like I'm not alone in this truth anymore. And I knew I wasn't alone, but being able to converse with brothers and being able to talk to them and be able to, get their point of view on how they came into the truth, and understand that everybody had their different lot of coming into the truth, it gives you that comfort in the spirit. Like, this is really about to happen, and this is something that we don't play with. This isn't, we don't learn this knowledge to play with it. We don't learn this knowledge to just, just to have it. It's to get our minds right for the kingdom, because we are about to rule in righteousness and set order back on the planet Earth. And we understand that we are the first fruits of the kingdom through faith. So, Lord willing, you guys were edified. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I wanted to say. So, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. I'll see you on the next one. Shalom.